Okay guys, for your assignment today, I'm going to use this small paper. You're going to use a regular size paper. I'm going to start by doing 3 circles on my paper. Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we're going to practice making little characters. This is more of the chibi form, so we're gonna go ahead and do these. All right, so once you get your circled body, right, you're gonna kind of do a blob body. And it's kind of like a U shape, but a really long U. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. A U shape, but a really long U, okay? Now, I'm also going to do a different one here, but I'm going to do a different shaped body, so don't worry about this one. So I'm going to focus on these 2 here. Okay, so on this left one, we're going to do a specific body pose, and it's just going to be kind of a frontal pose, right? So we do kind of like a little arm like that. Another little hook, kind of like a long shaped J. Then we kind of followed this body down and in to give legs. So there's 1. Follow this kind of in a little bit, and there's number 2. So that's the body. That's the head up here, and in the head, you're going to do your perspective lines. Now, this is frontal, so the perspective lines are kind of just dead center of the face. There's no curvature really, because it is a frontal look. So now down here, you're gonna kind of do a little oval, okay? I'm trying to hold my paper as well as do the video, so it's kind of moving a little bit. If you do a little oval, that's gonna be kind of like the cheek area. So in that area, okay, that's where your head is going to meet your cheeks. And you can kind of just give a darker line on the outline, and then it curves back up, and then you get to your actual head. The heads don't have to be perfect, but that cheek area kind of pops out a tiny bit, right? And then in there is where you're gonna have, say, your mouth, little smile, and then you can have big bubbly eyes if you want big bubbly eyes. Eyebrows, kind of give it more of a little bit of an expression. Okay, and that's really it for the body. We can do clothes on another assignment, but for right now, we're just doing our bodies. So now you have like this mushroom looking, kind of like a tree shape, because you got your head, and then you have your body. Well, this one, we're kind of gonna do a little bit more of a perspective on the head. So the person or character is kind of facing down a little bit, okay? So where their mouth will be over here. So let's do our oval. And then your shape of your head would follow that around. Again, this does not have to be perfect. We are just practicing. My camera keeps going in and out, and it's really driving me insane, but that's okay. Okay, once you do that, now you have your actual head. Say he's also smiling, but since he has this downward look, maybe it's because he's a little bit meaner. Okay, and for the body, since it's going to be a little bit different of a pose, it's not going to be straight up forward like this standing here, but this one's going to be wide legs. And if you want, you can do a tiny little bit of a toe right there. Now these legs are not as curvy as this. They're more straight out because they're a forceful look. It's gonna be more of a prominent stance, okay? So that person's gonna be standing like that, spread out. And then maybe since it's more of a aggressive, mean look, he's got crossed arms. So you do like a J here. And then once you have a J, we're gonna do another J backwards this way. Kind of like a sideways U. And there's your crossed arms. So it's more of a aggressive, like meaner look. Now this one's gonna be more of an action pose. And what I mean by action pose is they're actually gonna be doing something. So the bean type shape, the blob, it's not gonna be straight down. This blob is kind of gonna be curved a little bit. Still gonna be a skinnier neck than a body, but kind of do like a teardrop bean shape. Now you imagine this person's back is bending, okay? So now this leg is gonna be very similar to that leg. This leg is going to be coming out from the side here. Okay, and then the next leg is gonna be more of a L shape like this. Bring it out a little bit from here. This paper keeps moving. And then finish it off. Okay. The arms, one is going to be curved in like this, okay? Finished. And then the other one's gonna be kind of like out. And then the actual perspective lines for the head. Okay, I'm gonna do the head a little bit more defined. Okay, perspective lines are gonna be way over here, and then just like this. And then maybe he is also smiling, but with a mouth a little bit more open. And then maybe some skinnier eyes. Okay, there you have it. There's 3 chibi characters.